I tell you what, I was not expecting it to flutter like it does. Okay, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to film this video. So why am I so excited? Well, if you are a returning viewer to the channel, you will know that this is my girlfriend's Up GTI. Unfortunately, it is not my car, but the positives are I do get to drive it quite a lot. So, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, getting girlfriends to modify cars can be a little bit tricky, but eventually I persuaded Lauren to buy a couple of bits for this car, and today we're going to be fitting the first upgrade to the Up GTI, and trust me, it is a good one. Now, the Up GTI is an absolutely brilliant car, and I would dare say that it's one of the best cars in terms of fun factor that I've ever driven, but it's by no means perfect. So, with a little help from you guys, supporting the channel, clicking subscribe and commenting what you think we should do to this car, hopefully we're going to make it that little bit better, okay? So I'm going to run you through some of the things that we've already got and are yet to come up on the channel with a fitting video, or yeah, we're trying to fit them anyway. So the first thing that this car really needs is some sort of lowering springs or something to stiffen up the suspension. As you can see, for a GTI it rides quite high, but we have got some eye-back springs just like on the A3 to sort that problem out. Now the next thing is that thing right there, the rear wiper. Now that, in my opinion, needs to just come off instantly. Thankfully, Lauren approved, so yeah, we have got a kilo wipers kit to be getting rid of that little thing right there, which should really make the back look a whole lot cleaner. Now, obviously, we have already done some things to this car. We've replaced the indicators with the Philips Silver Vision. We've done the Osram night breaker upgrade. We've got Climair wind deflectors, exactly the same as the A3, and then we've done just some little things on the interior, like the GTI shoulder pads, which match the match the seat pattern pretty well, to be honest. But what about this video? This video is all about one thing and one thing only. Let me get it out of the boot. This is what we've got, and it is a full Racingline induction kit and turbo elbow, which is going to be one of the first things that we need to do to make sure when we send this car to go get remapped later down the line, that it can breathe properly and get the airflow that it needs. But as always, before we change anything that has any sort of impact on the sound of a car, we need to see what it sounds like before. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod now and we'll see what the intake sounds like before we put the induction kit on. Bearing in mind this is completely stock, no performance panel filter, nothing, absolutely bone stock, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, so that is what the car sounds like just on tick over. It is warm because I have done a few miles to get here, so I'm going to give it a quick couple of revs just so you can hear what it sounds like from the front. And we'll try it once more with the bonnet open. So there we go, that's our baseline, and hopefully we're going to make a huge improvement to the sound of this car with this Racingline induction kit. Let's go. Okay, so what's in the box? We'll go from left to right. This here is the turbo inlet, or the turbo elbow, whatever you want to call it. So the idea is that this actual diameter in here is much wider than the stock one, just allowing for a little bit more airflow. Now, a really common thing on these is people ask why they've got a dint in them. You might just be able to see in the light. Now that is so when you are sort of trying to get at it from an angle like that, it's so that you can get to that bolt. That bolt's onto the turbo, I believe, and it is just so that you can get your Allen key in, or your Torx key, I'll find out very shortly, and get to that bolt. This, effectively, you do use a couple of stock components, so this just adapts. You'll see once it's on the car, but it basically just adapts to the very end of the original intake. This is obviously your pipe work coming out from the turbo elbow and then joining onto your air filter at this end. Got a couple of breather pipes, and then this thing is basically just to support it so it's not flapping around. New bolt and a couple of sort of clips, and then the moment you've all been waiting for is the actual intake. Now that is just a foam intake in a housing. It does, like I said, sort of bolt onto the original air intake system. There is a couple of bits that you reuse, but not anything that would sort of reduce the air intake. A nice little thing though, to be honest. So yeah, let's get on with getting the old one off and getting this all fitted. Okay, so to get the original airbox off, you will just need to undo a T30 Torx just at the front of the airbox, get a hose clamp remover to remove the rest of the airbox, and then obviously you need to get the turbo inlet off as well, which I believe is just an Allen key as standard. And then once you've got all this off, it is time to put the new turbo elbow back on the car. Try not to do it how I did it though. Okay, so there we go, part one is complete, and that is replacing the turbo elbow. So what we've done is we've taken off this. You've just got to get all your intake off, and then it's held onto your turbo with one sort of retaining pin sort of thing so that you can't get it in the wrong direction, and literally just one bolt right there, and that is what we're replacing it with. So the idea behind this is, if you can see just there, that this one on the on your right hand side, the Racingline one, has got a much bigger inlet for the turbo than this one, okay? And yeah, obviously it's smooth on the inside, whereas this isn't. So it all should help when it comes to sort of getting the car remapped or something like that. For now, it'll probably just do a few horsepower maybe, and a little bit of noise, but it'll really come into its own when you get the car remapped. So first job getting that off done, second job getting this one back on, and then we can get on with fitting some of the pipework. So let's go. Well, that's not ideal. So once you've dropped a screw and managed to find it again, simply bolt the turbo elbow back on. It's fairly easy, you can only do it in one position, and then the rest of the pipework will just slot on with the hose clamps provided. You just make sure that you put it all on quite loose so you can get everything in place and then tighten everything up at the end. So as you can see here, I'm attaching the bracket, the filter, the hoses, and the mountings to the original sort of parts of the airbox as well. Once I've got it all on, I then go around and tighten it all up and make sure it's all secure in place. Okay, so there we are completely done with the intake, and it looks amazing. Look at that. Obviously we've got the turbo elbow down there, all the pipe work with the little brackets they supplied, the air filter, the little bit of pipe work that connects it to your original sort of, I don't know, it's a tiny bit of plastic intake, but it connects it up so it looks sort of OEM. Tightened everything up, breathe the hose on, and yeah, so there is only one thing left to do, and that is start up the car and see how much of an improvement in sound we have got. I will overlay the sort of before next to the after so you can really see how much difference it makes, and then what I'm going to do is go get Lauren, take her for a little drive and get her to first-hand experience what it sounds like. I'll set up the camera in the car, I'll make sure the car is warm for her so that she can just get in and drive it, and we'll get her sort of initial reaction of how good this thing hopefully sounds. I haven't even heard it yet, so yeah, first things first, I'll set it up on the tripod, we'll have a listen, and then we'll see what Lauren thinks. Here we go. I tell you what, I was not expecting it to flutter like it does that. I don't know if the camera does that justice, but yeah, rather than just sort of your standard dump valve, it's sort of like fluttering a little bit, but yeah, that thing sounds insane. Hopefully, next stop exhaust, get it remapped and it should all come together, but yeah, really pleased with how that's turned out. So I'm going to go pick Lauren up, see what she thinks, and yeah, see what it sounds like when you're actually doing some pulls. Right, so we obviously fitted the kit yesterday. We've got Lauren for a first drive.
Hi.
I haven't driven it hard yet. I don't know what it's going to sound like apart from the few revs that we did on the video. So yeah, whenever you're ready, let us know what it sounds like. It doesn't have to be flat out. You like a little sneezer.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Nice. I'm just trying to test whether it feels faster.
Yeah, we will on this straight down here.
Yeah, it sounds nice. I like that.
You like that, do you?
Literally.
Little Darth Vader under your bonnet.
Yeah, like all the so I'm not going to be driving it now. I'm just going to literally reel off my head.
Right. Go for it.
Look at him overtaking me even though I'm trying to go back. That is proper cute, isn't it, though, Matt? Look at it. Do you reckon I could ride that horse?
I reckon that horse would ride it. You're not going to be driving like a Radji everywhere now, are you?
No.
Right, slow down, we'll do some little flyby things. And there we go, that is the Up GTI fitted with the full Racingline induction kit and turbo elbow, and I tell you what, it sounds absolutely mint, and Lauren seems to think it does too. So hopefully that's enough persuasion to really get this project started, and if that isn't worth a subscribe, I don't know what is. So make sure you are clicking that subscribe button to see loads more content coming on the Up GTI. It's an exciting little project and you don't see many on the road, so yeah, I'm pretty eager to get going with it. Leave a comment, what do you think to the sound of it? What intake have you got, panel filter, whatever? Leave it in the comments below and give the video a thumbs up while you are there. Anyway, from me and the Up GTI, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.